Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Joey K. Hope you're having a great, awesome day. Looks like my day just got better. That's right. Seems like something came through the mail. We got to find out what's in the box. What's in the box? We got to open it up. We got to see what's going on. Are you ready?
Can't tell you how excited I am.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. All right, check out what we got. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. This came out in 1971. I believe it was March. Man, this is a great album. I got to give out a shout out to Massey. Massey, shout out to you, man. I didn't know about this until you mentioned it on your video, and then I had to get my hands on this bad boy. This is the Detroit mix. What's Going On? This is a different version than the version that's been out. Now, put this out on vinyl. I believe the Detroit mix, they were going through the tapes and they found that it was something that Marvin put together in the Detroit area, and it was a little bit not as smooth, a little bit more rough. But I haven't heard it. I didn't stream it, so this is going to be my first time listening to it in the way it was meant to be listened on vinyl. So, Massey, shout out to you. Love you. You're always the best, man. And I got to give you credit for bringing this up, because now I got my hands on this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And if you can get your hands on this, please do so, because I think this is one of those albums, even if you're not into Motown or soul music, R&B, this is an album you got to have if you're a collector or if you're into records. Man. And then, you know what? Kevin Gray is cutting it all analog of this, What's Going On, and that's going to be coming out soon. So can't wait. Talk to me. I want to tell you a little bit about this album. This is Marvin Gaye. What's Going On? 1971, and this album is so true at its time, and it's so true to the time now. Marvin Gaye. Let me give you a little bit of background. Marvin Gaye, very beautiful voice, very talented. I mean, he's a writer, producer. But when Marvin got started with Motown Records, his hits, I heard it through the grapevine, Too Busy Thinking About My Baby. Then he teamed up, with some of the beautiful, talented female singers, Tammy Terrell.
No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, babe.
He had that Motown sound that Berry Gordy was just pumping out. Like the Motown factory was just pumping out hits. And Marvin always liked Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole. And actually, Marvin wanted to do music of Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra. He wanted to be like Frank Sinatra. And Marvin, he was a singer, is talented. I'm glad he was singing, but that Motown stuff, I don't think that that was his bag, man. You know what I mean? He did that, you know what I mean, for Motown, and he had fun with it. But, you know, ballads, that Nat King Cole, the American Songbook, the Gershwin tunes. I mean, that's where Marvin, man, really wanted to excel at.
Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah.
Tammy Terrell, he was really close with, and they were a dynamic duo. And then before this album came out, she passed away. And Marvin had a heavy heart. He had a real heavy heart. And, you know, God bless Tammy Terrell. You know, she was taken from us way too soon. She was so talented, beautiful voice. And Marvin was just affected by that. And he went into a deep depression. And, you know, he at that time in his life, he wanted to go a different route than that Motown sound and that kind of poppy billboard. You know, Berry Gordy, man, you know, the way he ran Motown was with iron fist. You know, he had that Ford motor background, symphony line, punch it out, hit after hit. I mean, you know, he's talented. Yo, Barry, man, shout out to you too, Berry Gordy. But I think sometimes Barry and Marv had a different view, you know, a view on what Marvin wanted to do. And to give you a little more history about this, What's Going On was released on a 45 before this album came out. It was kind of slipped through the seams. Marvin got wind of a song that the Four Tops was working on, but the Four Tops wasn't going to release it, What's Going On, because it was just too political. You know, it was just going on. We got the Vietnam War going on. You know, there was a lot of hatred. You know, the civil rights movement. America, we lost two iconic people. We lost Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. The African American people were still depressed and weren't getting the jobs, and they were, you know, we were losing a lot of young men over in Vietnam. It was some hard times, man. It was, man, I'll tell you, the late 60s, early 70s, still even today, man, was rough. And Marvin seen all this that was going on, and he wanted to sing about it. He wanted to you know, talk about it. He had all this built up and seeing all this things that were going on in the world, and he wanted to put it out there. So What's Going On was a 45 single. He cut it on a 45, and he slipped it through. It got out there, and man, it sold like crazy, like hotcakes. Everybody was picking up the 45 single, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. And Marvin had to do something. He had to let them know. So that record got out, and at the time, Motown never, you know, had songs that came out like that. You know, talking about the times, talking about the struggle. Berry Gordy wanted to stay away from that. He just wanted to keep writing love songs, the Motown feel, the vibe, the funk.
Oh, baby.
It is just precious. And this is the Detroit mix, so I'm very, very excited to see it. So the 45 did really good. What's Going On? It did really great. Berry Gordy, you know, he was happy about the sales, and he went to Marvin and he says, "Hey Marvin, we got to put an album together. Can you put something together?" And Marv told Berry, says, "Hey man, I want to do my own thing. I may want to bring some other artists in. You know, the Funk Brothers, you know, they got me, but I may want to bring some other people on this project, and I want to do it my way. And I want an open book. I want to write it the way I want to write it." And Berry, man, they kind of went back and forth. So Berry says, "All right, man, I'm gonna let you do it, but we gotta get this thing wrapped up. We gotta get it out there soon." So I think Marv, he had a small time, a window, and he had to put this together, and he did. And it's just lovely, man. It starts off with what's going on, what's happening, brother. That was about Marvin's brother Frankie, who came back from Vietnam. He did some time over there, and he was lucky. There was a lot of young men, a lot of men that didn't come back, women too. They didn't come back, but Frankie came back, and he came back to, fighting for his country, going over there, shedding his blood, and putting his life on the line. And when he came back to the States, man, he was mistreated. A lot of people that were against the war, they took it out on the soldiers and the people that served. They didn't welcome them back. There was no jobs, good paying jobs. So, Marvin, man, he get deep talking about what's happening, brother. And then, like I mentioned, that Marv, man, he was going through a hard time. And flying high, that's kind of a little bit about, losing your troubles and getting lost. And Marvin, there was some talk that they were doing some scotch, drinking, putting this together. And
Tell me, yeah, what's going on?
the world was heavy on him, man. But this is just a great album. I also want to share a little story that James Jamerson, one of the Funk Brothers, bass player, bum, 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 bum.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
He was out playing with a band at a bar, and Marv wanted him to, be on this album. So he went looking for James Jamerson, the bass player, and they found him. And I guess he was a little tanked. He had one too many pops, so he had a hard time sitting, and he laid on the floor, and he put it down. And then on the B side of this, what's going on, you got Bob Babbitt. Bob Babbitt, one of the Funk Brothers, man, unbelievable, man. He was coming in as James Jamerson was having a hard time with health and that. Bob Babbitt kind of took his spot, but never replaced him. Just continue on with the Funk Brothers soul of Motown. Whew, man, just beautiful. Get back to this Detroit mix, this album. Marvin, man, he had a small window of time to put this together. He made this in Detroit, in the studios, in 3 studios. You had Hitsville U.S.A, Studio A, Golden World, United Sound Studios. So you had 3 studios here in Detroit that Marvin put this masterpiece together. But Barry kind of did some remastering out in LA. So the album What's Going On that's been on the market is totally different than this one here. So I'm excited to listen to this, to give this a listen. Man, this is just a great, the Funk Brothers, ooh wee, Eddie Bongo Brown, oh man. Bop, 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 bop.
To bring some loving here today, yeah.
Bop. You gotta check it out, man. It's a great album. Also want to go ahead and give you a fun fact. There's some speaking parts into the intros of some of these songs, and that's some of the Detroit Lions. I'm talking about Mel Farr, Charlie Sanders, and Lean Barney, who was a running back for Detroit Lions, and he was actually became good friends with Marvin Gaye. And you got to check out that story. You can find it on YouTube. But Lynn Barbarni, Charlie Sanders, and Mal Farr, even Bing, Detroit Pistons player, man.
Yeah, brother, like solid, right on. Sweet gaze.
Never, never, never have I offered such low prices on such great used cars at Melfar Ford and Melfar Liquor Mercury McCool. Look at what you can buy for just $49 down. This 83 Escort or 83 Escort wagon for only $89 a month. This 84 Mercury Capri for $129 a month. This 84 Thunderbird for $159 a month. And if you're looking for luxury and comfort, look at what you can buy for just $1,000 down. This 84 Lincoln Town Car, this 83 Cadillac Eldorado for $189 a month. This 85 Lincoln Continental for $279 a month. And my special of the week, this sporty Pontiac Fiero for $129 a month. This sad customer purchased this used car from someplace else. This smart customer came to Melfar. Just look how happy she is.
Tight end Charlie Sanders, number 88.
Dave Bing, the number 2 draft pick in the league, who was to become Rookie of the Year.
Mal Farr Superstar, man. He had some cool commercials, man. I remember watching those, man. Mal Farr Superstar. But anyways, getting back to this, I mean, man, Massey, thank you so much for throwing. I didn't even know this was out. The Detroit Mix, 2001. It was released on CD. CDs are cool. I ain't knocking them. I got CDs. I love CDs. But vinyl, that's where it's at, man. That's, you know, that's close to my heart. Marvin. So let's open this up, man. Let's take a look at this. What's going on? Marvin Gaye. Man, it's pretty. Oh yeah, man, the cover's nice. Man. Okay, ready? You ready? Like the wise man Chad Casson talks about that, opening up looks like this is a gatefold. You get that crackle, like a bottle of wine, champagne on ice. You know it's so nice when you get a new record. Ooh, oh yeah, man, that's cool. Check it out, check it out. Wonderful, beautiful picture. Looks like it's got all the lyrics of the songs. Yeah, this is nice. Let's take a look at that wax. What is this? It's like some liner notes. MP3 download? No. Man. Motown, baby. Grit and grind of the automotive industry. Oh. Well, it's got some information. That's cool. I'm not able to read that. Oh yeah. Right on. God is love, man. Let's take a look at this. Wax. Tamla label. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's flat. That's beautiful, man. Stereo. 1971, man. Tell you the 70s. I think that's an error, man. I think I'm still stuck there. 70s, baby. Hey. Oh yeah. Look at Gaye, man. He wrote all the stuff on here, man. Produced by Marvin Gaye. Oh yeah, this is beautiful, man. Now we just need that Kevin Gray all analog remastered coming out. Marvin Gaye, Tamla Records. Yeah, man. She's pretty. All right, here we go. The Detroit mix right here. Detroit mix. What's going on wax. I just want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you and your family are doing good. Wish you all the best. Nothing but good health and prosperity. And hey, Joey loves you. Man, I had so much to say, but I didn't know how to say it. I'm doing the best I can. Man, what's going on?